So I finally picked up this game. I did say I was going to play it after, like after release. So I'm looking forward to it. Now, what makes me feel a little bit uncomfortable about playing this game, not necessarily the story, but rather this article on how we should be start to get comfortable not owning our games that we pay good money for, which I think is absolute garbage. I think it's a garbage take from a Ubisoft executive, and especially from a company who I used to believe make good games. They made Far Cry 3, Rainbow Six, Rainbow Six, Vegas. I love that series. Even like Watch Dogs 1, which I accepted, and I for what it was. And then I especially loved um, the Ezio trilogy. My question now becomes, what exactly is the matter with Ubisoft? Please do not ever do this again. Don't ever tell me that to get used to the idea of not owning my games. I will absolutely refuse to give in to the idea that it's okay for me not to own the games I pay money for. I get what you're doing with the subscription service. I get that you are offering some kind of a benefit, but truthfully, I mean, like, yeah, truthfully, I don't think it works for me. See, the thing is, I've been around that block long enough to know that sometimes I can forget about my subscription. So that's one. And that if I end up not having time to play the games, why should I subscribe to this? Secondly, the subscription fees for the subscription fees are just out of bounds right now. They're about as comparable as Netflix now, uh, and along with a bunch of other streaming services, which are basically movie services. Games take a long time to actually play, and I don't. Yeah, and they take forever to like play through now. Like I heard about Starfield. I did install that game, and then I ended up not playing it because my Xbox Game Pass subscription expired, and so I never got around to play with it. And after everything I've heard, I mean, I heard the shipbuilding was all right. That's not justifiable enough for me to like not be able to drive around and just move from inch to inch just to justify having the game temporarily while I was still subscribed. So there you go. I mean that's cool. I get to rent a game, but I still am not going to subscribe to the idea of um, that I should be fine with not owning my games. I think that's absolute garbage. I think that's the wrong thing. I think I get what he was trying to say, because I do remember the days where I would go to a video store and then just rent games and rent movies. I don't know if it was a mistranslation or so, but I don't agree with the concept that we should be comfortable not owning our own games and movies. But yeah, so like in fact, I never will be. If I pay money to buy a game or buy a movie, that is mine to then that is mine to keep in perpetuity. That's why I don't really, buy stuff through a platform, because I know at some point I will probably lose that, and I will have to go through some round of, hey, what, like complain to, customer service, yell at them for taking away my access to to something that I paid good money for. Why would I do that? I don't understand this whole concept of being comfortable not owning my own games. I do get that I think I understand what you're trying to get at, like renting stuff from a video store. I remember doing that back in high school, and that was fine. And of course, like there's also the added benefit that, hey, I didn't return my like a game or movie, but I'm not getting charged some sort of a late charge for it. So that's cool. Um, Yeah, I mean, like, I think that's actually like, I think that's really beneficial that, we get these, like, that it is an option to just have a license to go to some video store or some game, like a video store so we can rent all the movies and all the games we want to play. I guess that's what you were trying to get at. But the absurdity of saying you got to get used to the idea of not owning something that you pay money for is out of bounds. I think I will call foul on that. I mean, I think there's a lot of advantage to like just being able to have some kind of like a movie pass or a game pass, just so that you can check out all the games you want and then just play what you want. And if you like it, like you can just buy the game or whatever, and hopefully that'll be yours until the store closes. I get, but then again, um, but even then, I would effectively like argue that you absolutely do need to allow customers to just own the game. Like there's something that has to be said about like not being able to distribute. So like for example, I go to a video store. I have loved this game for so long. I have rented this multiple times, and now it doesn't make sense for me to just rent because I just realized I'm just going to come back to this game again, again, and again. So okay, fine. I'll go to a video store, and then I'll go to that back to that video store, and I'll just buy it. Like, because sometimes like because media does cycle in and out, and that part I do remember. I mean, like this isn't even a hypothetical situation. This was something that was done back in my back in my grade school days. In grade school, I would actually go and rent a like some sort of a disc, some sort of a disc that would allow me to play a game. That's cool. I mean, like, yeah, and then of course, great thing about it is it's not like Blockbuster or some of the older video stores where like where I hear that with VHS you got to be able to rewind the movie all the way, or you're going to like pay for that fee for them to like have to do that for everybody else. That part I understand. I did get understand. So, but these days, rental services are actually quite nice. They're great for like they're great for just simply running the timeout on a license because like there was an agreed upon like service contract that says hey we're you got this really cool subscription, so you have access to all these games for as long as you like to all this media for as long as you stay subscribed. With this game, like I do with many games that I go through, once I'm done playing the game, I'm probably just I'll either sell it or I'll give it away to someone who is close to me, who has been looking forward to this. Like, yeah, I mean, like, there's absolutely nothing wrong with sharing. I understand, and like copying is a thing, but I really want the chance to own my games. That's why I still got a hard copy of the game. I actually did enjoy the demo. That's why I bought the game. I mean, like, look, Ubisoft. I mean, this not. I mean, like, I get the viewpoint that like you are in a condition, people to not be able to own a game. I don't think what you were saying in this article is really that sound. I think it requires a lot more comprehension. Now, if it was your intention to get people to just simply hand over money so that they can play a game for like only a fraction of their lives, shame on you. Seriously, shame on you for doing that. If it is the intention that you're going to allow people to play this for as long as for as long as like that media is available, and that you are going to enable people to like own that game, cool, I'm fine with that. But give them the option to actually own the game. I do not want to hear any more of these these flubs. I don't want to read about these ever again. Just just work with us. Work with us, Ubisoft. I'm not just talking to Ubisoft anymore. I actually want to talk to other other companies who like offer subscription services. I know that you're gonna like say, um, this is too difficult, or why should we do that? You're sheep. You're sheep. You're gonna pay. You're a pay pig. You're just gonna go ahead. You're gonna like it what we give you. You will get less than what you deserve, and you'll be happy for it. I know this all too well, but work with us a little bit, please. I mean, for goodness sake. Uh, Otherwise, we're going to just laugh at your faces. I can honestly say that because a long time ago, I actually was a star player, and that was until the star player program had shut down at Ubisoft. And in spite of all that, I actually don't really hold ill will to Ubisoft so much as the policies that are happening, and then like everything else that is like beyond talking about like getting uncomfortable. I know about all the controversies. I follow them all, and so that's going to be it for a separate topic. But for right now, please do the right thing and just find a freaking option for people to just own their games. I know that you offer purchase, but the whole idea of getting people to get comfortable with not owning a game is the most absurd thought I have ever heard in my life. I surely hope that you are not working to condition folks not to own a game. That's just ridiculous, and personally, I think that's wrong. Yeah, I see what you're doing here, Ubisoft. Now I'm going to turn attention to you. You have done a really great job of marketing Ubisoft, Plus with your with just offering them the deluxe editions. I've seen this with Skull and Bones, and now I see this with Prince of Persia. Yeah, and of course, like everyone saw that too. News articles picked up on this, and you certainly have y'all have certainly kind of laid it out here. Under no circumstances should you ever expect for folks like me. I mean, I'm a stubborn dude. To just simply wave the white flag on owning a game. Don't ever do that. You're not going to convince me that is going to be the case. Even if you do end up shutting off the ability to own our games, that's never going to happen. The day that happens, I'll just go find something else to do. I got a huge backlog of games. And not only that, but I have a bunch of other hobbies. I have life after my 8 to 5 job. So, I mean, the reason that I bought this game is because I just decided I can make the time for it. I work 8 to 5, Monday to Friday. And after I'm done with my day, I'm just going to go ahead and figure out what to do. Go to the gym, go to a bar, and go to a trivia night, go out on a date. But whatever the case is, games aren't the only thing that's going to make me happy, and it's certainly not the only thing that allows me to have fun. I'll just go ahead and do something else. Heck, I might even try out another the latest Just Dance song. But other than that, I don't really have a reason to subscribe to stuff these days. I mean, that requires a lot of planning and forethought. I would just basically have to say that I'm going to have to plan time just to watch all the media that has come out and binge. I don't know if that's a life that I want to have. That's just me. All right, well, that's enough for me. Don't ever convince me that getting comfortable with not owning games that I pay for are a great idea. That's just not a good idea, honestly. But good effort. All right, that's it for me. All right, see ya.